0-0. We are officially loading in, though, as I mentioned. Metro against Saloedi in the finals. And both these teams are super experienced in competitive play. And we've got a nurse, as slightly predicted, for Smiley coming through. Immediately with a charge of the blink. That's unfortunate. But we'll hang out at the top of the hill. Corrupt Intervention showing as well. And this whole half of the map is split with Corrupt Intervention. Put him in this area. Smiley immediately coming to protect it, looking for some survivors as well. Not able to find anybody just yet. You can see a crow fly away towards the right a little bit more. Smiley's going for some vantage points, looking for some survivors. Generator over here. No progress yet. Something that Metro has almost made famous in New Generations Gaming is their patience at the beginning, waiting out a Corrupt Intervention. We do see something up. Excuse me, this is actually Saloedi. We do see a survivor up in this building, cleansing a totem. So that kind of spoils that there is Undying being run. We would expect another Hex Totem obviously being run with Undying. Let's see which one it is. Good movement here by Terrifier to avoid this early pressure from Metro's killer Smiley. Jeff also now seeing that Hex Totem there, probably calling out his team. Still avoiding the pressure from Smiley. And I would assume the rest of the survivors from Saloedi are on Generator's pressure right now. While Terrifier's had some good movement so far, it wasn't enough to stop that blink. With that combination of blinks. Corrupt Intervention still up, by the way. Only a short period of time more. Opting not to use the second blink here, just letting it recharge. Got it back up. Blink number 1 comes here. Gets some vision. Blink number 2. This will probably be a hit, and it is a hit for Terrifier, so Terrifier does go down. Smiley's shaking no. But Terrifier did a great job buying a lot of time, and it got a Generator. Wouldn't be surprised if a second one followed that shortly thereafter. But it is going to be the first point for Metro, and the first 2 points for Saloedi. After Terrifier was able to run around for quite some time. That Generator done towards the middle of the map, which is awfully nice. Great priority push there for Saloedi to go ahead and grab that one. Just up to them to make sure that we can go ahead and not put themselves in a 3-gen situation here. And there's a second Generator completed for Saloedi. So, a bit of a proximity camp coming in here. And is that another one? That wasn't. Sorry, I just saw the lights. So a bit of a proximity camp. Smiley looking for some other pressure here. Does see Nico T. Blinks twice. Not close enough though. First one was near it. Second one got a little closer. Terrifier does get unhooked. Nico T running away still. Will opt to not charge this, or excuse me, will opt to not use the second blink. Use the first one here. Nico T doubling backwards. Choosing not to use the second blink again. Being patient is Smiley. T again with some good movement. Terrifier getting sealed in the meantime. Smiley swinging and a miss onto the tires. Nico T buying time. And Nico T takes a hit in the back. No other Generator been completed since his initial 2. And Nico T does go down. Is in a good spot to go down, and this will be a little bit of a walk for Metro's killer Smiley here. And I would expect another Generator. Oh, it's not a walk, of course, it's a hook right there. Another Generator should be getting completed sometime soon. There it is, as if on cue. 2 points for Metro. That'll bring us up to 6 for the survivors on Saloedi. And a bit of a slow start for Metro here. They're in a situation we haven't seen them get into yet, where they're down 8-2 so early on in this match. One Generator needs to be completed for the survivors to try to escape, and the Generators are split. There's one in that back corner there. There's one in the back corner behind him. We see some scratches over to the left. Smiley opts to not look for them. Nico T close to phase 2. Not there just yet. You wonder if the decision's been made to leave them on the hook. There are scratches near that Generator in the back. There's also a Hex Totem back there. That's been touched. Nico T just now hits phase 2, and that is basically on cue now for Smiley to go look for pressure onto this generator, or to defend this generator, I should say. There's very little progress on it. And a hit in the back onto team captain Sheldon. Sheldon runs away. Unhook does come through for Nico T. So that is 2 survivors now. I don't know what I'm talking about. But the hit down does come on to Sheldon. Sheldon will get picked up. Only, again, 1 generator needs to be completed. Fortunately for Metro's killer Smiley, there have been hooks close by to where we're getting the downs at. So now we'll see, do they go and defend a generator? Which generator are the survivors on? It's not that one. It could be that one over there. But such good play from Saloedi to split the map like this. A generator does get cleansed. Actually, a totem does get cleansed. That generator's got some not significant progress on it, but it's got a decent bit. We saw Anley in that area. We also saw Nico T in this area. The chases come on to Nico T first. We do hear him still in the area. A good blink was close, and that actually didn't go through the wall there. So Nico T should be able to get a lot of distance on this one. That generator close by is actually regressing because Anley failed the skill check trying to get off. It's the worst when that happens. The on-hook does come through, by the way. So Sheldon now off the hook, didn't hit phase 2. So it's still going to be 4 to 8 here in favor of the survivors. Saloedi looking strong so far. Nico T trying to run for a loop. The second blink misses, actually. And Smiley needs to make something happen here now. It's getting close. First blink, second blink does connect, and Nico T does go down. The hook will come in this back corner, or actually towards the middle of the map now Smiley's decided to go towards. Maybe point number 5. Another Hex Totem gets cleansed. And then Smiley in anguish because Devour Hope had just activated, actually. That would have been Devour Hope. They were all exposed there. I don't know if that information got revealed, otherwise I wouldn't have said it. But because Nico dies, that will be 6 points. But that would have been huge. It was a slow start for Smiley, but a Devour Hope would have absolutely saved him. That's why you saw him shake his head in anguish there, because everything's back to normal now. Terrifier is now hit in the back. Sheldon is hurt as well. Anley's still healthy. We didn't see Anley on the opposite side of the map of where we are now, so wouldn't be surprised if she was on the generator back there. And good movement from Smiley, recognizing Terrifier was still in that vicinity, and doubled back again. And so we'll get a hit and a down on a Terrifier. And that will be the 6th hook of the game for Team Metro. Another totem cleansed. That is now, by the way, all of the killer's perks gone. It was Undying, Devour Hope, and Ruin, and Corrupt, and they're all gone. So Smiley is playing basically Nurse with no add-on, excuse me, no perks. This generator over here has so little progress. I don't know how that's happening. And I'm not sure what the survivors have been doing in the meantime. Sheldon's in this back corner here. But what was Sheldon doing this entire time? Still hurt, by the way. Terrifier did get down, so that was Anley getting it down. Smiley looking for more. The generator gets completed. It's going to be 10 points now for the survivors. Sheldon is still in this area. Blinks a little bit too far, does Metro's killer Smiley. And he's going to have to turn around now and try to get the kill here in some way, shape, or form to keep it close. Misses the swing. It goes onto the wall instead. Sheldon's still in the area. I don't think Sheldon's going to make it out here, but Sheldon is absolutely buying enough time for his team to make it out. Smiley grabs Sheldon. The door opens, by the way. Anley and Terrifier have decided to leave. So that is 1 point there for that. It's going to be 3 points that go to the killer. And that was, excuse me, that'll be 4 hook states that weren't taken. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the 2 survivors escaping. So that is going to be 16 points here for Saloedi. So it's going to be 16 to 10 as we head into the next set. Smiley trying to chop down a tree, unhappy with his performance possibly. That Devour Hope totem was cleansed at the perfect time. And it'll be 16 to 10 in favor of Saloedi as we head into the second match here. Metro's killer Pingu has done sensational earlier on. They've got some other great killers on their team as well. We'll see if one of those come out and how they want to play it. But it is going to be an awfully close match here. As I kind of said, I expect this to kind of go to 3 games at this point with how well both these teams have done. Wouldn't be surprised if it happens, and we'll find out here in just a moment as we'll get the next lobby underway. And Volga also played Nurse. Both teams decided to pull out Nurse for their first game of the best of 3 in the finals. If I'm not mistaken, they're both not able to play Nurse anymore. I'll have to check. They both can play Spirit still, though, I think. I'm not 100% sure. We'll focus on what game is happening right now. An early great start for Volga to get an early hit off on a Smiley. A totem cleansed already, by the way. And the survivors already know what it is. It's haunted grounds. So, in a weird way, it's good that it was cleansed now, because the chase is already on with somebody that's already hurt. The problem is the basement's right here. So Smiley's like trying to get away from the basement. And I wonder, does Volga pick up, or does Volga look for more pressure with the Haunted Grounds? And the answer is to pick up. We'll go for the hook. And Haunted Grounds is now halfway used. So it's a 60 seconds where survivors are completely exposed. We'll add that point on, by the way. So now we're up to 17 points for the killer. And so all survivors are healthy right now, but they are all exposed due to the Haunted Grounds being cleansed, that Spirit perk. But there is not too much time left, about 15 seconds now. Protecting this totem. And just protecting this hook as well. That's the ability. When you get that early hook off, you can really just sit here. And again, this is what I mentioned before, is that you wonder, and I guess the answer is no, you wonder if Metro just recognizes this. I don't know why a team hasn't seen this and said, hey, Volga camps hooks, let's just do gens. Like, let's just, whoever gets hooked first, sorry, just, you're going to sit there and wait, and we're just going to slam the gens. And Haunted Grounds is now on again because Undying exists. So that's what's going on here. Chase is going, but so hopefully you guys get my point. I would just know that Volga's going to camp, and I would just do generators. I'm not experiencing competitive survivor play, for the record, so maybe I'm completely wrong with that, but that's what I would do. Also, phase 2 was hit, so we'll go ahead and add that point. But again, look, if this point is through, and it does, oh, it's such an awkward route there, with that door just existing and there's no escape from it. And Smiley just goes down. So look, so now you've invested all this time and all this energy and all this damage in yourself to get Smiley unhooked. And Smiley, who's already hit phase 2, goes down again, gets hooked in the basement and is out, and you haven't done a generator. So you've basically, if you're Metro, you just lost the game for yourself. Because now it's 5 generators left. It's 5 generators left. And it's 20 to 10. And you have 3 survivors now. So I don't understand the decision-making process. But we'll have to see if there's an adjustment for game 2. And Volga can know this too. And Volga can say, okay, well, if they adjust this way, I can just go tunnel or whatever the case may be, or I can just go exploring. But I'm not sure. Some better in-game communication, I think, would be helpful. 20 to 10, Volga on the hunt, looking for G-Eazy. The only survivor that is injured right now for Metro. Goes back to protect this generator. Still 1 Hex Totem up, by the way. No progress on this generator, and G-Eazy's actually, very little progress on this generator. G-Eazy's in the area. What a great blink by Volga, by the way, to get there. Wow. And G-Eazy's down. That'll be a hook. That'll be point number 21 here for Saloedi. Generator finally does get complete on the opposite side of the map. So we'll go ahead and add the point for the hook. We'll go ahead and add the point for Metro completing that generator finally. It'll be 21 to 12. The game, by the way, still not out of reach for the survivors by any means. But they had an uphill battle coming into this, and it's getting even worse. Another generator gets completed. So now they've decided to go ahead and do generators after one of the survivor buddies has fallen. And Volga now on the hunt. We do know that there's somebody in this area from that generator completed. We don't know if it's Marco. We don't know if it's Harriet. Both of those survivors, by the way, had sensational looping ability yesterday. but it's so hard to loop a nurse as Harriet finds out with a saw in the back. We did just see Marco coming through, by the way. Marco does get the unhook. Marco does run borrowed time and has it, so G-Eazy takes that hit and runs away. Marco looking this way, playing a pallet now. It's difficult to do against a nurse. Marco trying to create distance. Can't find us just yet. Will take that hit. All 3 survivors now for Metro are hurt. Marco is in this area, does see that Hex Totem probably, and is calling it out to his teammates. But is having to take the killer away. And again, it's a nurse. It's so difficult to place these loops. Especially when a nurse as good as Volga's is coming out here and gets another down. This should be a toss up onto the hook here. For point number 22 for Saloedi. It's Marco's first hook. So they have some time if they wanted to wait and try to get another generator done. And they do get a generator done in this process to bring it to 22 to 16. Unhook comes through. Marco with the deliverance. And Volga coming right back to it. I think a bit more patience would have been good for Marco, but that's okay. Buying more time, if anything. First blink is... Wow! First blink was barely there and it worked. Is there a decisive strike? Yes? No. I think it would make sense to run decisive strike on the guy who has deliverance, right? I don't know. It's just, again, theorizing. Volga bringing Marco to the middle. We did just see Harriet sprinting across the middle of the map. Again, still hurt. That'll be point number 23. The game is slowly starting to get away from Team Metro here. Saloedi doing a very good job, up by 7 points right now. Again, still doable. It's still here. Harriet's at the corner, does go down. It is still attainable to win for Metro, but they've got to have a sensational game from here on out. Harriet is going to be left on the ground. Volga looking to come protect this hook. G-Eazy still up, more than likely heading in that direction. We don't see them yet. Let's take a peek. G-Eazy on a generator, kind of near on the opposite side of the map, trying to get some points. Marco on the hook, struggling. Don't know if Harriet has Unbreakable or not. But G-Eazy now opting to go away from that generator. She drops the talent. She's chasing Volga looking early. Volga will become exhausted, but actually G-Eazy comes back through. Using live, trying to get away, create some distance, but time is of the essence. Marco actually falls down and dies, and G-Eazy will do the same thing here. So Saloedi will go up to 25 points with the kill there. We'll wait to add the points as they come through. I think we do make it to this hook. It's close, but we will make it. Volga will throw G-Eazy up there for his second hook. So we'll move that to 26. Harriet is in the area. Would have been up if it were not for, if they had Unbreakable. So Harriet's going to go ahead and spin around and smear the blood a little bit here, a little bit there. G-Eazy does let go. So that'll be point number 27 and 28 with this hook for Harriet. If I'm not mistaken, that's 3 points. So it's hook number 1. We will hold off on adding any more points in case of Kobe. We don't get there. It is going to end 32 to 16 here. 4 points for that last hook. So Saloedi with a great start, 32 to 16 to take the 1-0 lead against Metro. And we will go to game 2. Saloedi will be killer first for game 2 here. About 2,000 points on a smiley there just with that early start camp. But again, and I don't want to get myself worked up, but we're going to go ahead and go for it. Volga camps. Make the adjustment. If you're the first person hooked, that sucks. You're gone. Get 3 generators done for that. If not more, would be my call. If I'm in this game as a team captain, I'm saying if you get hooked, you're SOL, spread out, get the gens done. It takes 120 seconds for somebody down a hook. It takes 80 seconds to get a generator done, assuming there's no great skill checks. Get 3.5 generators done for that time. But Volga can know that, and Volga can go out and exploit that. But then it's all mind games, right? That's all this game is mind games. And so far, it went well for Saloedi. We'll see how it goes in the second one. Getting that match going here in just a moment.